Welcome back to They Are Survival Online. We are now in Bryansk. That is how you pronounce it in a Russian accent because I googled it. It's called Bryansk. Alright, so now it is a new day, so let's get our daily reward. Ooh, 25 gift coins. I'm actually waiting to get to number 33, which is the steel tool. Oh, that's gonna be good. All right, let's get that. Okay, all right. Now, I also want to read the Dusty Book so that we can finally go on to the next level. All right, and then hopefully we can get some nice perk. All right, now we just level up. Very nice. All right, let's see here. Sickness, positive effect, quantity of fish. How about restore action point +2? I don't have rifle damage yet because I don't have a rifle yet. So let's just get that. All right, so now let's continue on our journey to the survivor base. Gravilov dacha. What is that? Uninvited guests. Oh. Investigator Gravilov dacha was just about the only building left standing in the burned suburban village south of Bryansk. Alright, let's see here. The generous size of the plot, over half an acre, meant that the fire didn't reach the house itself. The garden gate was hanging on only one hinge, and most of the fence around it was in pieces on the ground. The gate opened to a freshly trampled path leading to the house, and the path was littered with even fresher cigarette ends. The house was inhabited, but not necessarily by Gavrilov and his family. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember this. It's a bunch of bandits and a girl. So we gotta choose the right one, or else we're gonna have to fight them. Let's reach the dacha without being noticed. First, I needed to check the whole place out without giving myself away. Gripping my knife and gun, I walked onto the property. Large gooseberry bushes grew along the path, and I decided to do my recon from there, moving aside the branches with their needle-sharp thorns. I crawled right into the center of the bush. Darn it! The damn thorns were pricking me through my clothes. I was about to go looking for a new vantage point when 3 men emerged from the house. A huge bear of a man, around 2 meters tall, dragged a 20-something girl out under the porch. Her face was covered in cuts and scratches. Some kind of rags were stuffed into her mouth, and her hands were tied with cord. The giant took off the cord and began to pull the girl around back. A young guy with a pimple, hideous, ugly face limped after them, wearing a huge oversized jacket over his naked body. Let's follow them. Well, you tried, I heard the ugly one sniggered. You made my day. Who did you bring? A chick who's not only useless, but she never shut up. You better shut up, Pimples. If you know what's good for you. The giant growled. There weren't any others. You should have come with us if you're so smart. Smart? If I was smart, I would have known that you and Ivan were morons the day I met you. The acne guy laughed. It was even uglier than his mug. Behind the ramshackle outhouse was a small barn. That's where the giant put the girl. Pimples tried to creep in after, but the big man grabbed the back of his jacket and pulled him aside. Where do you think you're going? Gosak didn't give his say-so. Tima, come on, man. I just wanted to have a conversation. Pimple whined. Gosak didn't give his say-so, the giant repeated, locking the door. He wants her for herself. Is it going to hurt him? Dimple asked angrily. Maybe it will. What am I supposed to do? Get off the girl's fingers? That was one time, Pimple protested, but instead of replying, Timo just pulled him into the house by the scruff of his neck. They were both silent, but just as he was closing the door behind him, the big man cursed. The girl are gone, so there won't be any soup, condensed milk, and rasma again. Let's observe the house from the outside. I waited a little while and then walked around the house perimeter. I managed to glean some information by looking through the windows. There were only 3 rooms in the house: a bedroom, a combined living and a dining room, and a kitchen. You could only get to the bedroom through the living room, but the windows in the kitchen and the bedroom were opened, and they were big enough for a person to climb through. The living room window was locked from the outside, and the window in the hallway was tiny. In the middle of the kitchen, I saw an open door to a cellar. I counted 4 occupants. Judging by their elaborate tattoos, I concluded that all 4 were ex-convicts. They were probably met in prison. The bandits were armed with revolvers and AKs, and they looked like they could handle themselves in a fight. Dangerous scum. In the living room, I saw the familiar sight of the giant oiling the components of a rifle. Across the table from him, there was another guy. He was skinny, bald, and wearing glasses. He was playing solitaire and humming under his breath. This must be Ivan, the one Pimples was mentioned. There was a man with thick beard wearing a Cossack sheepskin hat standing in the kitchen. He was missing his right ear, and an old scar stretched across his neck. The man was talking to somebody down in the cellar. Pimples, most likely. Where could Gavlov have gone? I need to search the house, but I can't while there are bandits here. I also recall a rough-up girl who the Cossack was keeping for himself. I like to help her too, but the key to the barn was being held by one of the scumbags. I'll have to deal with the bandits, but there are 4 of them. I have no chance against them in a fight. But who said that a direct approach was the only option? I do have a few key advantages. I know about my opponents, but they know nothing about me. They may be stronger than me, but I have stealth and surprise on my side. Some good luck wouldn't hurt, though. Alright, the tip is the survivor's opponents are skilled and tough fighters. Your only chance is to take them out by stealth, one at a time. Don't let them see you. Alright, let's get to work. I'm outside. There's nobody around. I can't be seen from any of the windows. Alright, so we gotta kill them one by one, or else we're gonna have to fight them, which is not gonna be a good idea. So where do we go? What do we choose here? Alright, so what I remember was that we're supposed to kill someone inside the bedroom. First, let's observe the house from the outside. The house has a hallway and 3 rooms, a kitchen, a living room, and a bedroom. Okay, we've been here before. Alright, so let's go inside, open the window into the bedroom. I'm in the bedroom. Apart from the ugly red polka dot wallpaper and the ancient double bed, there seemed to be nothing of note in here. Next to the door, there is a vanity table with cosmetic bottles of all shapes and sizes. And in the opposite corner is a huge wardrobe and an iron board. No sound is coming from the living room, even though the door is slightly ajar. I carefully searched the bedroom. The wardrobe is stuffed full of old clothes, but a smallish person could fit in there. I could also hide under the bed. The room partition will hide me if someone comes in. A body could be hidden under there too. I found a broken clothes iron on the top of the top shelf in the wardrobe. The cord is practically ripped off. I turned it over in my hands and thought I could use this cord as a ligature. I took the cord out of the iron and used my knife to cut off the plugs. Let's lure one bandit, smash a bottle from the vanity on the floor, and hide in the wardrobe. The plan could have worked if only one person had come into the room, but Tima and Ivan came in together. Tima has a gun on his back, and the handle of a revolver is sticking out of Ivan's jacket pocket. I've got two options. Jump out of the wardrobe and kill both of them before they could call their comrades, or wait it out in the wardrobe. Like a coward. I don't like the idea of being a coward, but I don't have much faith that a surprise attack will be successful, especially given the sheer bulk of Tima. Stay in the wardrobe. Maybe I did take the coward ways out, but it was also a smart thing to do. The bandits searched the room. They even looked under the bed. Tudding, Ivan kicked the bottle fragments on the ground and bolted the windows. The wind. What did you think it was? A ghost? Well, you never know. Tima shrugged. And remember the cops. Well, boys, had a nice walk. Time to go back to the prison. All right. It was the wind. Tima sighed. They went back out into the living room. When I was sure they weren't coming back, I slipped out of the wardrobe and opened the window again. All right, let's climb out the window. How about... Look through the living room window. There are two people in the living room, Tima the giant and a bald, nerdy-looking guy called Ivan. Tima is sitting on a threadbare couch. He disassembled an assault rifle, and now he's cleaning the piston and a gas tube with a cloth. His AK is sitting behind him, which means that he's cleaning somebody else's gun. Ivan is playing solitaire at the table. Most of the table is covered with newspaper, and on top of those are food scraps, empty glasses and jars, dirty knives and forks, ashtrays, a huge coal samovar. How about look through the kitchen window? The cellar door is open in the kitchen. It's unclear what Pimples is doing down there. At the long countertop, the Cossack is singing something under his breath. He's got two revolvers tucked into his belt. On the counter there are 6 open cans of condensed milk and 2 enamel bowls, one of which is full of dry bread. Along the opposite wall, there's a dirty mince fridge, a sink with a pile of dishes in it, a gas stove with some kind of grain scattered over it. All right, we gotta kill one of them. There's some kind of crashing noise coming from the kitchen. What's going on in there? As soon as I looked into the window, another crash came from the cellar, followed by a triumphant shout. A minute later, a filthy but happy Pimple climbed out of the cellar. He was clapping a 3-liter bottle of wine. Take a look at this! Why the hell did he have to nail the box shut? My hands are full of splinters. If I ever meet the guy who owns this place, I'll wring his freaking neck. The Cossack took the bottle out of his hands, pulled the corks out, sniffed, and made a face. Pig swine! Pig swine? Bimble repeated, outraged. This is top-class wine! Home-brewed stuff, not that paint stripper they used to sell in the shops. Cheers! Let's go! The leader ordered curtly. He gave the bottle back to Pimples and headed for the living room. Pimple limped after him. Climbed through the window into the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. There's a counter running along the left-hand side of the kitchen. On it are 6 open cans of condensed milk and 2 enamel bowls. One of them is full of rust pieces. The other had condensed milk with breadcrumbs mixed in. On the right-hand wall, there's a dirty mince fridge, a sink with a pile of dishes in it, and a gas stove with some kind of grain scattered over it. Searched the kitchen. In the time they had been living living in the former investigator's dacha. The bandits had managed to work their way through all the food. I didn't see a crumb of edible food anywhere apart from the condensed milk and the rust. Even the jars of fancy spices had been emptied. All the dishes, including the expensive dinner plates, greasy and sticky, were piled up in and around the sink. I opened the refrigerator and my nose hit by a stench so powerful that spasms started somewhere in my throat. The smell could have been from a whole fridge worth of rotten food, but it was only an open can of sardines. To be fair, there weren't any premium quality sardines left in the tin, just a murky yellowish goo. The sardine sludge was the same color as condensed milk. Let's pour the rotten meat in the condensed milk and mix it. We're gonna poison one of them for sure. I carefully poured the liquid from the can into the bowl of condensed milk and stirred it until it was fully mixed in. It looked the same color as before. It didn't smell of anything, and I hope that the taste hadn't changed much. After lunch today, my friends will be sick to their stomach at the very least. Alright. Let's go out into the hallway. I'm in the hallway. The light is poorer out here. Embers are smoldering in the stove. There's a coat rack on the opposite side and an old-fashioned console table with a mirror. The door to the living room is shut tight. Through the empty doorway into the opposite wall, I can see the kitchen and the open door to the cellar. Wait. Let's go out to the hallway. Search the hallway. As I crept along the hallway, the floorboard groaned violently beneath my feet. Luckily, the living room door was shut and they couldn't hear me. Several heavy coats and a winter camouflage jacket were piled up under the coat rack and next to the console table. The coat looked like they had spent a week lying in a swamp. After rummaging behind the stove, I pulled out a poker. It was thick enough to use as a weapon, but maybe it could be used for another purpose. I took it. As I crept along the hallway, the floorboard groaned violently beneath my feet. Okay. Let's crack open the door and listen to the conversation in the living room. Hey, can you quit eating that junk? You're making me sick. Either we play or I'm out of here, said Ivan. I think. Want some? Should have just said, man. It goes really good with the wine, Pimple said good-naturedly. I don't freaking want it. I don't want your wine either, Ivan said, sounding strained. Hey, man, don't get your panties in a twist. You didn't lose big, Tima said. Have a drink and you'll feel better. Screw you, the nerd replied piteously. They fell silent. Somebody just cried out in the living room. Listen. Before I could bring my ears to the gap, there was a loud bang. Then the sound of a glass breaking. Hey, you crazy? Shouted Pimples. What do you think you're doing? Who you calling me? Ivan replied, breathing heavily. Gosak, do you see it? He's playing us. Look, the bee got the deck stacked. It sounded like somebody got a good punch in. You're drunk. Go sleep it off, came the leader, a disaffected voice. You, the nerd voice trembled with outrage. You broke my glasses. Go sleep, repeated the Cossack, without raising his voice. A couple of seconds passed, and I watched through the cracks as Ivan retreated to the bedroom. Pimples, clean up your swill and go get some food. The bandits fell silent. Alright, let's go to the kitchen. How about climbed out through the window. Wait a short while. A few minutes went by. Everything was quiet. Let's look in through the bedroom window. The door to the bedroom is closed. The bed is barely visible from the window, and I have to poke my head in slightly. Ivan is lying on his stomach crossway on the bed, a large bruise darkening on his face. A revolver picked out of his jacket pocket. Ivan's glasses are on the vanity. The frames are broken. I listen closely. The bandit is snoring. Let's climb into the bedroom. I climbed into the bedroom as silently as I could and started creeping to the bed. I didn't take my eyes off the bandit. He didn't move. Another quick couple steps, and somebody crunched under my bed. Something crunched under my feet. My eyes darted down and I saw a shattered lens from a pair of glasses. Luckily, the sound was too quiet to wake Ivan. Thank God! Oh my goodness, the sound came from behind a closed door. Either this place had great soundproofing, or the bandits in the living room weren't talking. Either way, I needed to do everything quickly and quietly and leave no traces. We need to kill Ivan. Alright, let's strangle Ivan with the closed iron cord. Dropping one end of the cord under Ivan's neck, I crossed the ends and pulled with all my strength. Ivan's eye flew open, bulging, and he grabbed at his neck with a terrible croaking sound. He tried to turn out onto his back, but I pressed him into the bed with my weight. After a few minutes, it was all over. I listened. There was no sound beyond the door. All right, we gotta hide the body. I could hide the body under the bed, but Ivan's mysterious disappearance would put the others on their guard. Then I had a better idea. I turned the bandit's collar up to hide his neck and rolled him onto his side so his back was to the door. From this angle, he just looks like he's sleeping. 3 left. Before I could climb out, I heard a scraping sound coming from the kitchen window. I crept up to it and looked inside. The giant Tima was sitting by the open cellar door, holding bowls of condensed milk and rust pieces. The pimple guy's hideous face was sticking up out of the cellar. I'm filled with this crappy condensed milk. Eat it yourself, Pimple whined. I want to eat normal food. Go on and look, Tima laughed. While you're looking, we'll eat all of this. That's just fine by me, and whatever I find is all mine, Pimple replied and disappeared into the cellar. You're welcome to it. Tima chuckled and left the kitchen. All right. The Cossack is still sitting at the table. He's strumming the guitar and singing something under his breath. Tima entered the room and sat both bowls in front of the Cossack, who then asked something probably about pimples. The giant replied, chuckling good-naturedly. The leader raised his eyebrows and seemed to consider something. Then he pointed Tima towards the bedroom door, telling him to call Ivan. Tima nodded and went to the bedroom. The Cossack scratched the place where his right ear used to be. Then he picked up his guitar again. Tima stood in the doorway and called Ivan's name. There was no response, of course. The giant walked closer to the bed and called him again, louder this time. He's out for the count, he shouted to the Cossack. Should I wake him? Screw it. Let him sleep, the leader replied. Come and eat. Timo left, closing the door behind him. I slumped against the wall by the window and tried to breathe normally again. That was close. Time to deal with pimples. Alright, we gotta deal with pimples, so we gotta climb into the kitchen. Locked that cellar door. The sound of the breaking glass rose up from the cellar. Then it happened again. Clearly, Pimples had knocked over jars in a tantrum when he couldn't find anything edible. He had left his AK on the kitchen counter. This could be my best opportunity to get rid of this creep. I might not get as good a chance again. Close the cellar door. Trying not to make a sound, I gently closed the cellar door and stood on top of it. It must have gotten much darker inside because Pimple started making noise. A minute later, he tried in vain to push the door open. Hey, Tima, stop doing this, freak! My prisoner shouted, pounding on the door. But the door muffled the sound of his banging and shouting nicely. There was no way he could be heard all the way down the hall in the living room. Tima, for the last time, open the door! Tima, dang it! And Pimple released a stream of filthy curse words. Then everything went quiet. The bandit probably got tired of pounding on the door and went back down the stairs. Stick the poker through the door latch. I couldn't see the padlock for the cellar door nearby, but the poker fits snugly through the latch. Pimples won't be getting out of there anytime soon. When I finish with his friend, I'll come back and shoot the scumbag with his own rifle. The poker doesn't draw the eye at all on the dark floor. Now I need to hurry before the Cossack and Tima think to check if Pimples has fallen asleep down the cellar. Go into the hallway and listen to the conversation in the living room. You said you like brunettes, I heard Tima say. But this one's hair is a weak kind of color, and her nose is sort of piggy looking. So you like her? Asked the Cossack. Nah, it's not like that. She's dumb, sure, but I don't plan on doing much talking. The big man chuckled crudely. So, you'll share her then? Since it was me and Ivan who brought her, and I'll give you all the rest of the condensed milk. There was a pause, and suddenly the silence was punctured by Tima's moan. What's wrong with you? Mother, my guts are churning. Jesus Christ, I need to go. I need to go now. Go outside and run to the outhouse. The outhouse was a cramped wooden hut where planked with a circular hole serves as a toilet. After running inside, I caught my breath and then I waited. Less than 10 seconds later, the door was thrown open. Tima saw me and his jaw dropped in surprise. Let's stab Tima! I took advantage of his confusion and plunged my knife between Tima's rib into his heart or somewhere very close to it. The giant yelled and reached out to grab me, but I jerked backwards. I'm gonna, he rasped, toppling forwards. I had to grab onto the wall to stay upright. The body twitched a few more times and then stopped moving. To left. All right, let's go back to the hallway. I wiped my knife clean on some toilet paper and went back to the hallway. The cellar door was still held fast by the poker, but the door to the living room was ajar. I listened. Faint music drifted out from behind the door. The Cossack was singing the folk song Lovely, Brothers, Lovely, in his gentle baritone as he played the guitar. How about let's make noise and stand behind the door with a knife. The music died off and the Cossack came out into the hallway. A short swing and the blade was buried in the bandit leader's left shoulder blade. The Cossack panted, tried to turn around but fell to his knees instead. Bimbos! He called weakly, gasping. Ivan! Don't struggle. Your pals are dead. All three of them. I pulled the knife out. The Cossack swayed and burgundy stained quickly, spread across his torso. The first was asleep. The second I ambushed. In the outhouse, I locked Pimples in the cellar. I see, murmured the man. Smart. You did good work. I wish. He didn't finish his sentence. A shudder went through his body before he slumped to the floor. All right, let's take care of Pimples. Open the cellar and shoot Pimples. Tossing the poker to the one side, I pulled open the cellar door. Pimples was standing at the bottom of the stairs. He was blinded by the light. Not wasting a second, I grabbed his rifle and let loose on a scumbag. Done and dusted. One drifter had proved to be stronger than 4 armed tough guys. All right, look at that. We got the AK, the gun revolver. That's what I've been wanting. Yeah, because we got the bullets for it too. Ooh, look at the automatic rifle, 58. Yeah. Look at all that gifts. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, booyah. We got all the good stuff. Heck yeah. I searched every inch of the house, trying to find any clues, but I turned up nothing. Where could the investigator have gone? If the dacha had been abandoned, I probably would have found something here. But the uninvited guests have managed to put their stamp on the place. I'd better free the prisoner. I took the key from Tima's body and headed for the barn. There were no light sources in the barn apart from the solitary shafts of sunlight coming through the holes in the roof. The floorboard creaked in protest as I tread on them. The prisoner sat cowering in the same dark corner. All right, let's free her. At first, the girl glared at me with hatred, but then her expression changed. Hey, I don't remember you. You're not one of them. No, I'm not one of them. And they are gone now. I killed them. Get up. We need to get out of here. Can you walk on your own? You killed them? Her mouth fell open in amazement. On your own? Against them all? No way! How did you do it? I'm Varia, by the way. Good to meet you, Varia. I'll tell you everything on the way. So can you walk on your own? Varia took an uncertain step and staggered. She grabbed on the wall. Sorry, my legs aren't cooperating. What do we do? Could you carry me? Only for a little while, until my legs are back to normal. You really can't walk on your own? See for yourself. Well, we gotta lift Varia into your arms and carry her out. As we walked toward the forest, Varia recounted her trials and tribulations at the hands of the bandits. Then she moved on to the tale of her heinous kidnapping, and then she told me in detail about the awfulness of her aunt, who she lived with in a village outside Bryansk. I barely listened. I was too absorbed in my own thought. Sorry, what did you say? I said that she's just jealous of me. No, before that, there's a village of survivors outside Bryansk. Can you show me the way? Sure, but you know what? I just thought, I don't want to go back to my aunt. Maybe I can travel with you? With me? I confess that I almost dropped Vidya in shock. Yeah, and what? You're strong, brave. You can protect me. You, risk your life to save me. Now I have to pay you back. What am I going to do at my aunt's? I'll be bored out of my mind. Let's do it this way. I'll take you back to your aunt, and I'll go away for a little while. You will have the chance to think about how you want to thank me, all right? Back to my aunt? Fine. Hey, can you teach me how to shoot? Gently but firmly end the conversation. It goes without saying, I have no plans to go back for Varia. I'll take her to her aunt, ask the locals about Gavrilov, and get out of there. A strange detail distracted me from my thoughts. The grass next to where I left my things were trampled. I told Varia to wait there for me. I tried to see where the uninvited visitor could have come from. I didn't have to go far. There were tracks in the wet earth beyond the grass, and I had seen those tracks before at the Institute of Videology, like wolf tracks, but too big to be a wolf, a blind black wolf, and bullets are useless against him. We need to get out of here, fast. Alright, we got to go to the survivor base. But before that, I'm gonna cut a video. Thank you guys for watching on this exciting Uninvited Guests Quest. Luckily, we survived. We beat them. We killed them without actually being in a firefight. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave that like, comment, or subscribe for some more content of They Are Survival. I'll see you guys next time.